Hello, good evening, everyone. Good to see every one of you here. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia. All right, if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments. As usual, I won't bite, so just give me a comment, and if you could just give me a like or share if possible. All right, this is to tell Facebook that you want to see more of MarketWise Asia content in the future, because if you don't engage with me, Facebook will deem that you don't like my content and you'll see lesser and lesser of our feed, okay, in the future. All right, liking is free, doesn't cost you money, so just give us a like. Okay, so right now, today is Friday evening. As usual, today is the 3rd of December 2021. It's very fast, and then we are heading into December, the last month of the year already. And of course, heading into last month, nearly 2 years since the pandemic started, and right now it seems that we are back to square one again with the variant Omicron. Okay, So let me take a look at the comments right now. Okay, so yes, Feng Rui, Han Hock, Edmund, Lilian, Vico, Jolene, Dom, Sarabjit Singh, okay, Pochu, Jerry, Nigel, Aline, Beng Tek, Tian Ling, Florence, Jonathan Ko, Wawa. Is this the first time you are here, Wawa? All right, Wei Ling, Mimi, all right. Is this the first time you are here also? Xiao YL, okay, Leons, Yap Ming, Shah, Rejoice, Sparky Bar, okay, Ang MH, okay. Boon Seng, good to see every one of you here. Right now, we have 155 people in the room. I think there'll be there'll be more people streaming in. So just give them maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute to let them show in. Okay. So meanwhile, any question, you can type in the chat. Okay. If I don't, right, today should be quite chill because the market actually, sell off. Market actually sell off. So a pullback, a correction, whatever you call it, a retracement. So I'm not very heavy on the market, so not much position. So just holding on to my previous position. I'm also adding into 2 positions yesterday, so I'll share with you later. So quite chill. Just want to share with you my updates on the market currently. And of course, I think for the past 2 or 3 weeks, right, I mentioned that I'm trying to stay healthy, do some running, eating lesser. So I think I lost about 2 to 3 kilo lah. Okay, so about 2 to 3 kilos. So I eat lesser, exercise more. Maybe you can't really see the difference in losing the weight, but I can feel that my waist is not so tight. Okay, so there's a difference. So there's really a difference. Okay, so I'm on the way. So I think my target is to lose about 5 kilo. Then I think I'm good. I'm good. And I know that December we are heading into the festive season. Okay, and we tend to overeat. So I want to kind of stay in shape first, before entering into eating season. Because right now, if I don't lose weight, entering into this Christmas, right, I eat even more. That'll be more jialat, right? Okay. All right. So let me see. Jasmine, Siva, Waisun. This week really need your mental support. Okay. I'm not a guru. Okay. I'm just sharing with you what I do only, but I try to give you some of my views. Okay. Doesn't mean that I'm correct. All right. So right now we've got 200 people already. Wei Lun, Wendy, Kok Xiong. Okay. So all right. So we have about 200 people already. So let's kickstart this session, shall we? Okay. So let me share with you my screen over here. All right. Oops, give me a moment. Disclaimer first. Okay, disclaimer first. All right. As usual, all right. So whatever I say today is just for information and educational purpose. Alex is always wrong, so please don't copy me. Please don't copy me. Okay. So disclaimer done. So today I'll be covering the US market, as I mentioned. Quite chill. Just share with you my view on the market right now. I think I should be able to do this Facebook Live within 1 hour. I hope so. Okay. So let's see. All right. So the US market is under selling pressure right now, right? So the sentiment among the gurus is also bearish. So is it still a normal market? Is it a normal market correction, or is it just the start of something more serious with more downside? So are there still opportunities, or share with you what are the positions that I went in actually yesterday? Okay, I could be wrong, right? How do you position yourself in the current market condition? Okay, now, okay, so just and have a quick show of hand right now, okay, how many of you are actually, bullish or bearish about the market within the next 1 to 3 weeks? I repeat, are you bullish or bearish about the market within the next 1 to 3 weeks? If you are bullish, right, just type bull in the market. If you are bearish in the market, just type bear in the market. Just type bear in the market. Okay, so I actually did a survey. Okay, I did a survey. Oops, can see. So I did a survey, I think, in the Telegram channel, right? So just share with you the. Oops. Okay, so can see, right? So I did a survey in our MarketWise Asia Telegram channel. Okay, by the way, right, you guys should see the link of the Telegram channel on the screen. All right, join MarketWise Telegram channel. All right. Let me post the link also in the comments. Okay, so we have about 4,000 people in the channel. So do join us if you are not inside. Let me post the link in the comments. Okay, so do join us where I give you my updates, my latest Facebook Live, breaking news, price mover, etc. Okay, so I did a survey. So I mentioned, are you bullish or bearish about the market within the next 1 to 3 weeks? Okay, very, very unusual. So we have 522 votes, quite substantial. And you see, 50% are bullish and 50% are bearish. All right, this is very, very unusual. Most of the time, right, we will gravitate toward one side. We'll gravitate toward one side. One camp is bullish and one camp is actually bearish. So for this case, out of these 522 votes, how many are? I cannot really see. Almost there. I can't really see the exact number, but 50-50. So let me take a look at the comments right now. Okay, starting from bearish, bull, bear, bull, bear, bull. Okay, so can you guys see or not? Can you guys see your own self comments in the comments or not? So it is really 50-50. 50-50. So unusual for here. So which means that the market really, I feel, in my personal opinion, can go either way. Right? Because the crowd is always wrong one. So if majority of you is bullish, okay, then I think the market will have some downside to go. And if majority are bearish, I think the low is actually near already. Okay, so but right now we are 50-50, so it can go either way. Okay, so let me move that also. Okay, so before I go into that, okay, just bear with me first. Okay, so because this today should be the last sponsored Facebook Live by Tickmill. So let me give them some airtime. Okay, so I think it's a good time for you to join Tickmill also. I will share with you why. Okay, so Tickmill, of course, our sponsor, they are a regulated, CFD and forex broker by Seychelles and also by the UK. So they provide CFDs, if MT5 platform can provide the stocks, but generally the indices, the forex and such. So they have this welcome account. All right, so this is a $30 welcome account. So it's completely free. All right, and they will provide you a live trading account condition. The price feed is live. So many MT4 broker, right, if they give you the demo account, it is under the demo price feed. So there could be some lags and such. So it's not under the real live trading condition. But for this, right, they give you $30 free account. They also provide you the live account data price feed. And of course, there's no need for you to deposit fund, no risk of you losing your money, and the profits that you earn can be withdrawn. Okay. All right. So let me give you the link over here. Tickmill promo. All right. I'll post the link in the comments. Let me change the banners to this also. All right, you can see the link, right? So if you're watching this recorded video and you're unable to see the comments, do head over to the link over here. All right, so because the market is volatile, right? So you might as well just open this test account, okay? And just use the money and trade. Be it you want to long S&P 500 or you want to short S&P 500. So TakeMill give you free, okay? Try it out. And of course, they have this also this ebook, all right? So you can, as I mentioned a number of weeks already, I think the introduction to FIBO is pretty good, right? The rest, to be honest, so-so, but this ebook is quite good if you're into Fibonacci, and there's no need for you to give them the email address. You just click download and the ebook is yours to go and read. Okay, so I'll also post the link in the comments as well. Let me find the ebook link. Okay, so it is over here. I post it in the comments. Okay, so and if you really have decided that you want to just go ahead and open an account with TakeMill, all right, TakeMill, they have a promotion over here, right? You just have to make a deposit of $250 and they will send you a baseball cap and a t-shirt. And if you want to deposit more than $500, they will ship you a TakeMill baseball cap and a hoodie. All right, the hoodie I mentioned before also, it is over here. Okay, it is quite good quality, and the one that I'm wearing, it is a TakeMill t-shirt. I think there are a few of you guys who ask me what is the size of the t-shirt. By the way, I'm wearing M size. I'm not very tall. I'm just a 1.66 meter. Okay, and my weight is about 58 right now, 58 kilo. So medium build, small size. So I'm wearing M size. So if you're more than 1.7 and above, right? I think maybe you should get a L size. And for a deposit of more than $1,000, right, you get everything, right? A bag, a cap, and a hoodie. Okay, so the bag, it is over here. Also a laptop bag, quite pretty big. You can put all your things inside. All right, so that's all for the TakeMill promotion. Remember, right, if you want to create an account, right, so let's say you click on the create account over here, top right corner. Just a very quick one over here. Remember to put in use the TakeMill Seychelles under regulated in under Seychelles, okay? Because that's where you can get exclusive promotion, the gift, and also get the maximum leverage 1:500. Okay, so as I mentioned, they are regulated in Seychelles and also regulated in the United Kingdom. But just to be transparent over here, TakeMill is not regulated in Singapore, so they are not licensed by the MAS. So do know your risk, but they are a reputable CFD and Forex broker. Okay. All right. So let's head to the chart right now over here. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. Okay. Wow. Just dropped 1% already. That's very, very fast. So when the market opened, okay, so it actually just dropped a little bit. And before I head into that, there's somebody who commented on the Telegram channel asking me about the non-farm payroll. So I think I'll just go through that, the numbers. Okay, so you should see I posted in the Telegram channel over here the non-farm payroll, right? US non-farm payroll actual is 210K, expected is 550K. So actually this is a negative kind of result. Okay, so if you want to check out, as in you want to see what are the important news that's coming up within the week, right? I think most of you should know. I'm not sure. I think maybe a few not you don't know, but Forex Factory, if you want to know the news, right? What are the upcoming news in the market, important ones, you can head over to Forex Factory. I'll post a link in the comments as well. Forexfactory.com, simple as that. So you can see that the USD, the non-farm and employment change, non-farm employment change. So negative 210, expected 550K. Okay, so this is a negative result. But okay, before the market open, actually, because of this news, right, the market actually, the futures actually went up. It's only until when the market opens then it started to come down. So for me, I don't read so much into the non-farm payroll. Nowadays, it can swing either way. So sometimes, the NFP, okay, in short, NFP, non-farm payroll, NFP is good. Sometimes the market goes up, sometimes the market goes down. NFP is bad, sometimes the market goes up also. So I don't really read into that. So yeah, I just take whatever the NFP give me, I just take it it is like at face value. So I don't read too much into the non-farm payroll unless you are trading intraday. For example, you are trading the forex. So if you are using Tickmill to trade forex, then you should take note of this important news, especially if it's a high impact news like the red bar over here. So all these news, especially NFP, all these news, right? They tend to have an impact on the position on your. There's a volatility during all these news. So if you are trading intraday, you need to take note what are the news that is coming up. But for me, like doing swing trade on the stocks, it doesn't really affect that much, lah. Okay, so that's all for the non-farm payroll. And for the S&P 500, all right, so actually nothing much has changed as mentioned many weeks ago. Not say many weeks ago. I think maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago, I mentioned that this wave up, it is a bit extended already. So I didn't really enter much into stocks. So I didn't hold many stocks. In fact, I cleared all my stocks. So whatever stocks that I was in profit, I actually exited. So, true enough, price actually came back down. Okay. I mentioned before, I actually did a short also. Okay, but I was stopped out before the eventually price downward move lah. So no choice about that. I didn't re-enter the short. If you ask me why, because a lot of times, right, shorting, it is not that easy, especially it is on a uptrend. So you can see that price just, let's say for example over here. Okay, I'll zoom in over here. Okay, price just came down a little bit, just go higher. Came down a little bit and just go higher. So overall, the trend, it is still up. Okay, overall the trend still up. So I don't actually advocate shorting. So the short that I did is actually itchy finger lah. So I tried, but it doesn't really work out. But it is okay to me because all my previous long position covered that short losses lah. So it doesn't matter. So right now, okay, this was the trend line that I have drawn. Okay, so this trend line, you can see over here, it actually respect this trend line over here. It actually rebounded a bit, then today came back down again. Okay, so let's take a look at the NASDAQ also. Not NASDAQ, this is the Dow. Okay, so all are similar kind of price down to today. Okay, previously the Dow and the S&P 500 are the worst. Okay, the NASDAQ was holding pretty well, but today the worst is actually the NASDAQ 100. Okay, so just to let you know. And for the S&P 500, previously I mentioned that I use the volume profile to let me know what are the potential support, right? So volume profile over here, the fixed range from the previous swing low to the swing high over here. All right, I want to see where are the volume concentrated. Okay, the highest volume at a specific price. So as you guys can see over here, right, these are besides the point of control, POC over here, the highest volume is POC, not unexpected because this was the highest volume churning at the top. Okay, the previous, as in the next higher volume is somewhere around this region over here, right? This region over here, right? Can you see, guys? This region over here, right? So I mark a horizontal line. Okay, so can you see that price actually came down here, rebounded, and then can't sustain and came back down again. All right, so yeah, and the market, it is price action wise, it is still bearish right now. But if you add in my indicator right now, my usual one, okay, with the pivot points and the central pivot range can be a bit messy. So pardon me, I remove the drawings over here. Okay, so all the green lines here are the central pivot range, which tells me the support and resistance zone, which is derived from the pivot point. So it has been working well for the past many months, supported, breakdown, okay, supported by the cloud, goes up, and then, right now it is resisted by the central pivot range. You need to understand that right now it is the start of a new month over here, the start of new month, right? So I'm not sure whether you guys can see, this green dotted line is the central pivot range. I draw for you guys to see, okay? So this is the CPR over here. Can you see that price, below the CPR, and then when it tests the CPR again, it is acting as a resistance, and now it came back down again. But I also mentioned that when price hit the S1 level, it tends to be the last line of support, okay, and it rebounded a lot, but it didn't last. And the next support, or whether it could hold, is actually the cloud area over here. So right now I am still bullish. Okay, I'm still bullish. Of course, it could continue to go down. I'm just waiting for the opportunity to buy. But right now, nothing much to do. Price is coming down. You guys can just sit back, relax, don't do anything. If you're not holding any stocks, and if you're planning to enter, I think now for some of you might be still too early. So relax. So if price actually break below the cloud, then I will be more bearish on the market. Okay, so if you take a look at the 2-day time frame, so this is the daily time frame, this is the daily time frame. So we always use the most of the time we use the daily, weekly, monthly, right, standard, right? So I also mentioned in my Facebook Live, I also use the 2-day time frame. Okay, so 2-day time frame, only the paid trading view can see this kind of time frame, the customized time frame. All right, so overall, we are still in a pretty nice uptrend. Okay, so can you guys see that since the COVID sell-off, it broke below the cloud? Once it broke above the cloud, okay, never once it broke below the 2-day time frame cloud level. So right now, based on the 2-day time frame, we are still on an uptrend. Okay, so as of now, I am still not so worried. Okay, but of course, day time frame sometimes can be a bit messy. Ping pong, a bit go up. So sometimes if you are unsure of the trend, take a step back. Okay, zoom out of the time frame and see a higher time frame. Say 2D time frame, 2-day time frame, it is still in a uptrend. So okay, nothing to be afraid. Okay, weekly time frame, definitely we are still firmly on an uptrend. Okay, so can you see that even from a weekly time frame perspective, it is still in a very good uptrend, and this seems just like a normal pullback on a weekly time frame. So can you see over here? All right, price rally for so long, it is normal for price to take a breather. After this rally in September, price pull back a little bit and then continue to higher, and then price is starting to come down. Boon saying yes, Think or Swim, you can also use 2-day time frame. That is provided you have Think or Swim platform. But I'm very used to charting on TradingView already. So Think or Swim, I mainly use it for execution. So I want to place a trade, I use it on Think or Swim or the interactive brokers. I don't use their charting. Charting, most of the time I do it on TradingView. Okay, and I am not sure if you guys actually use Twitter that much. Use Twitter. Actually quite a number of gurus are actually bearish. They say the market breadth is no good and such the market is weak internals are weak and such okay. And I will show you an example over here. This is this is This is Mark Minervini. Okay, how many of you actually heard of Mark Minervini before? Just type Mark in the comments. Type Mark in the comments if you heard of him. Pretty famous. He has written quite a number of books. The more of the famous one are the Trade Like a Stock Wizard, Think and Trade Like a Champion. Okay, quite a number of followers, on more than 300 and more than about 320k followers. You know, if you scroll through, okay. Oh, he also did a poll over here. He also did a poll over here. What will the S&P 500 do first? Also about 50-50 actually, not much. Even though slightly more than 50% voted that you'll go down 10% from here. All right, and he kind of implied that the market it is going to go down. So he mentioned that some of the biggest rally, okay, some of the biggest rally occurs from oversold level during correction and bear market, and so is volatility the largest, and volatility cuts both ways. Okay, kind of implied that he's bearish to me, and then over here and then over here. Okay, all right. So he posted in 2nd December. Okay, so he mentioned that no one knows how low the index will go, but the probability that today was the low is near zero. So it is implying that there's more downside to go. Okay, and he said the market don't melt down from the highs. Okay, they accelerate. Okay, bearish, right? No one expected the 87 crash. Many were buying bargains just before hell broke loose. We have not covered our S&P short, SPY. So he shorted the SPY and he used the 1987, the what is it, the black, what is it, the Black Monday crash, or I forgot the name already. So 1987, there was this 20% crash. Okay, so he kind of used it on this 2001 chart also. So he is kind of bearish. All right. Wow, so not a lot of people know about Mark. So actually his book is quite good. So you guys can take a look at, go and read his book, Trade and Think Like a Champion. Okay, think and trade like a champion. So he's yeah, so this is just one example. So if you go through FinTweet, okay, those the traders, the financial gurus on Twitter, what I call FinTweet, right? They are a lot of kind of bearish lah. Okay, so the sentiment, it is bearish, a lot of bearish also. And okay, so if you take a look at the CNN Fear and Greed Index, let me try to refresh. I shared before also lah, so some of you might know, or now actually changed already. Okay, I post a link in the comments. Fear and Greed Index now is kind of extreme fear right now. Previous close was 25, now go to 20. Just 1 month ago, all right, just 1 month ago it's 82. It's 82 somewhere around here lah. Okay, extreme greed, now it's extreme fear. So you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? So right now people are fearful of the market, and I want to share with you is this index indicator. So let's take a look at the breadth. So breadth indicator, I post a link in the comments. Also index indicator, I mentioned before in my previous Facebook Live also. So the breadth indicator is also tells us how is the overall market is doing compared to just the just a few stocks, because a few stocks can carry a lot of weight, right? So basically the breadth market, the breadth indicators tell us overall what is the whole market doing, as opposed to just concentrating to a few big stocks like Microsoft, Facebook, Tesla and such. Okay, so let me zoom in. You guys can see, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the common breadth that I always see one. Let's head to the okay. Percentage of S&P 500 stock that is above the 50 days moving average. So I wanted to see what is the percentage of stocks that is above the 50 days moving average, because 50 days moving average is like the, the kind of in between the midterm range, the midterm trend. So 2 years over here, you can chart it. All right, so you guys can see that, we are actually at a low level over here. You see, we are actually near the low. Okay, right now there is only about 28% of the stocks above the 50 days moving average, which means that about 70% are down below the 50 days moving average. So meaning about 70% are midterm kind of a midterm time frame, right? It is the trend is down. Okay, so only 28% it is up. Then realize that, can you see that over here, like when it's near the low over here, price tend to rebound up. At the low over here, price tend to rebound. Okay, at the low over here, price tends to rebound. All right, at the low over here, price tends to rebound. So right now we are also at the low right now already. So whether we rebound, I don't know, but right now I'm still bullish. I'm still bullish. Okay, so another one that you could see, I didn't really share previously, but I also take a look sometimes. It's this percentage of stocks, okay, that is at 50-day low. Okay, percentage of S&P 500 stocks that is at 50-day low. So you chart it. All right, so we are also, oh, did I chart correctly? I'm not moving. It is not loading. Is it my internet down or what? Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, right, just type yes in the comments. It is not loading. So if you guys can still hear me, just type yes in the comments. Give me a moment, right? I try to redo again. Percentage of stocks. Okay. All right. Can hear me? Okay. So it's not me that is down. It's the site that is down. Okay. Let me try once again. Percentage of S&P stock at 50-day low. Let me try again. All right. Okay. We are okay. All right. So can see that 50 day low. Okay. Basically, it's like, again, the midterm trend. We are at quite a high level. So again, 30% 30% over here at 50-day low over here. Okay, you can see over here, almost the same, okay, like previous 50-day moving average, that kind. So we are at of course, 50-day low, this would be a spike, okay? Yeah, at a low. And normally at a spike over here, price tend to rebound. At a spike over here, okay, price tend to rebound. At a spike over here, price tend to rebound. So right now this is also a spike, so rebound. We are at a spike right now. So price could be rebounding. I don't know whether this is just a technical rebound or what. Okay, I know there are a few gurus who claim that it is a start of a major bear or something that's more serious. Okay, but for me, all right, as a swing trader, all right, I don't want to guess so much lah. Okay, when the time comes, okay, I will know whether I will want to go short or to go long one. So for those who just joined me, I'm not sure whether you mentioned before. So right now, market overall trend, it is still up, even though right now it is a little bit of under pressure. The only time when I will start to get more bearish is when price broke below the cloud. Okay, right now we are still holding pretty well right now. Okay, so yeah, any questions so far or not? Okay, any question you can ask me in the comments. Okay, let me take a look at the comments. Okay, so so far okay or not? All right, and I also want to share with you. I mentioned before also the McLaren oscillator over here. This is using the S&P 500 also. So right now the McLaren, we are also at a low. McLaren oscillator, they is using the advance and decline stocks. Okay, so it's also a breadth indicator. So we are also at a low. Okay, but of course low doesn't mean that you have to go up lah. Okay, there's still chance that you can continue to come down for a while. So, but just to let you know that right now we are actually at an extremely oversold level right now already. So if you are thinking of shorting, okay, don't short lah. Okay, if you want to short, you should short here lah. Okay, not now, then you short. Of course, I won't stop you. If you want to short, you can go and short. But for me, I won't want to short because first of all, the trend is still up, number one. Secondly, we are at an oversold level already. Anytime the market could do a rebound. Okay, all right. And Sparky Bug, you say that Doku, I will share with you later if I got a time. I think we have time later lah. So you can just ask me again. For NASDAQ chart, nothing much. I mean that it is at the S1 level right now. Okay, at the S1 level right now. So below the CPR but above the cloud. So on the daily time frame, it just tells me that the uptrend is a bit weakening based on the daily time frame, but there's selling pressure, but overall it is still okay. It is still okay. So I talk about the market breadth, I talk about the the sentiment. It is pretty bearish right now. Okay, so yeah, even though I think a lot of the groups are bearish, for me, I am still bullish. I'm still bullish. Okay, I'm not sure whether I'm the odd one out or not. I'm still bullish. Okay, but you need to wait. I need to wait. Okay. Let me drink some water first. So the trigger for me could be based on the wash and rinse trigger as taught by Vinny. All right. So, or it can be up to any of the trigger. So for me, I will wait for a signal, a trigger. So right now, be it the Dow, the S&P, the NASDAQ, okay, no trigger yet. Okay, so for Dow, it is the weaker one. Okay, so okay, for Dow, I didn't show. So Dow actually broke below the cloud already. So it could be the weaker one. And now it's again resisted by the central pivot range also. All right. Siva said that it looks like a head and shoulder, okay, for the NASDAQ. Yes, it is. It does look like a head and shoulder over here. But, if you have been following me, you know that I don't really look at chart pattern because a lot of times, if something is actually very obvious, it tends not to work. And I can't find an edge in chart pattern. So previously for NASDAQ, also the same one, head and shoulder over here. All right. Let me zoom in. Previously, okay, people were saying that NASDAQ, there was an head and shoulder over here. See, head, shoulder, okay, come down a little bit and then figure out and then go back up again. So yeah, so for me, I don't really look at head and shoulder. Okay. Ben is asking, can enlighten us how to use the trading view volume profile to look for support and resistance level? All right, so let me just share with you. So I will just use the NASDAQ for example over here, right? For the trading view over here, you can go, okay, you need to be on a paid account for trading view. All right, so you go to the indicator over here, you go to the built-in, All right, so you can see the volume profile over here. There are a few fixed range, session volume, visible range, right? So I like to use the fixed range so that I can decide where to start and when to end the day. Okay, so I use the fixed range over here. Generally, I want to see the immediate support and resistance. Right? I use the a swing high, swing low. So for NASDAQ, for example, right, this here over here, right, was the previous swing low. Okay, and here over here, it is the swing high over here. Okay. Can you see the okay? So the highest volume, right? It is the price of control, as I mentioned, right? So the highest volume was actually at about 16317 for the NASDAQ futures, $16,317. So that is the price where the highest volume, the most volume transacted. So the next one, you can see that the highest, relatively high volume is actually somewhere around here. Okay, all these are what we call high volume node, where there is a substantial amount of volume transacted at a specific price, and those volume transacted, high volume transacted at a specific price, right, tends to be a support or resistance. Okay, so for NASDAQ, we are actually hitting at the over here at the potential high volume node already. So this is actually at a potential support over here. All right, Ken? So, and if this thing cannot hold, right, this price cannot hold, we are heading down to the next level at about 15,400 level. Can you see that over here? This is also a high volume node over here. All these are substantial volume transacted at those prices. So it tends to be support and resistance. So let me see. Dion is asking, does the fixed range volume profile on the left under prediction and measurement to work the same way? Is there one? Is there one? I'm not too sure. All right. So close. Is it over here? Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. That's right. It is the same. It is the same. Yes. I think Yang Li already answered your question already, because I usually save it as my favorite indicator. So I always draw from my favorite. Okay. All right. So yeah. So there is asking. It seems like the futures and the normally I like to use the futures price level, because that is for the index cash, they tend, okay, they're almost the same, but some slight differences. So I prefer to use the futures one. So that's my personal preference. So the all right, so some slight differences, but I like to, I'm very used to using the futures because I can see the volume on the futures, because on the cash index I cannot see the volume. Yeah, so I prefer to use the futures. And if you use the cash, if you use the cash index as SPX, you cannot use volume profile, because the cash index there's no volume. Okay, so can I understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, so let me show you my. Previously, I mentioned. Okay, where's my? Is it over here? Okay. All right. So it is over here. So previously, I just shared with you my position over here. So last week, I mentioned that I actually don't hold any stock. I only hold the 20 years treasury bonds. I actually shorted the natural gas. I actually shorted the gold miners as well. Okay, all these are ETF. Natural gas is UNG, UNG. A small position, I'm using the interactive brokers, okay, and GDX, okay. So these three are TLT. So let's take a look, okay, at TLT. TLT, I actually, yesterday I exited fully. Today's chong up again. All right, so I actually exited. Okay, I'll show you first. I entered over here, okay, and yeah, I exited yesterday. So I'm fully out of the TLT, the 20 years plus treasury bonds already, okay. And for the natural gas, I am still holding. Can you see that natural gas? All right, so natural gas. Okay, so I also mentioned before, natural gas, based on seasonals, okay, 23rd November to 22nd December, it is actually bearish. For the past 10 years, 90% of the time, it is bearish. All right, but if, as I mentioned, seasonals is not holy grail. I still have to wait for the price confirmation. I still have to wait for, the price action to confirm. So UNG, the reason why I shorted, just for sharing purpose, okay. Sometimes I could be wrong one. Naked chart first. Okay, so it is quite parabolic. Okay, it's quite parabolic. All right, so when price is parabolic, it doesn't mean that price have to immediately do like this. Sometimes it can be choppy. Like natural gas, it top over here at about 22 for the ETF. Okay, then kind of choppy until then it came down. So how do you know that the price has changed from a bull, all right, to a bear market, right? From an uptrend to a downtrend. Okay, so if you are new over here, right, I use the cloud and the central pivot range. All right, so this is the Ichimoku cloud and the central pivot range. So I actually long natural gas a few times. Okay, I didn't catch the move here lah. Okay, this is a wonderful move. I didn't catch it, but I think I caught it somewhere around here. Okay, went up a little bit. I exited, and that was the final rally lah. Okay, and yeah, so I was both long and short also. So at that point in time, here, I didn't really long already, so it's kind of choppy already until price broke below the cloud. Then this is a signal that, hey, with the seasonals with me, with the price breaking below the cloud, it has kind of confirmed that it is on a downtrend already. Okay, so I actually shorted somewhere around this candle over here. Yeah, my stop was somewhere around here lah. Okay, when price came down a little bit, rallied a little bit, I was a bit sian because wow, am I wrong? But I set my stop here. I just put it there lah. I don't care lah. Okay, so yeah, eventually it kind of work out. Already. So yeah, I exited half. Right now I'm still holding on to it. Okay, for GDX, O minus, it is also the same. Okay. All right. So what was the rationale why I shorted GDX? Okay. All right. So GDX, right? You can take a look at the gold first lah. Gold, previously it was kind of bullish over here. I actually also forgot the reason why I shorted. But anyway, I'm looking at GDX. Yeah. Okay, so GDX over here. Okay, I quite lucky. Okay, I know GDX why I shorted lah. Okay, GDX. Okay, actually I shorted somewhere around this candle over here. Yeah, so it went down all the way also. Okay, so yes, the reason why I shorted is that I took a look at the two-day time frame. So for the 2-day time frame, I think based on seasonals also, I think gold this period somewhere around here also not that bullish, right? So apparently this bullishness was a fake one, all right? Even though it broke above the cloud, all right? I was waiting too long actually, but after going through the seasonals and looking at the price action based on the 2-day time frame, I think that, hey, it is worth a shot. It is worth a shot because our price heading into the cloud resistance, and there was a wash and rinse trigger over here. So I tried a shot here. Okay, not the earliest short entry, but still quite okay. And I'm still riding on to this over here. Okay, yeah. And then yeah, so right now, let me show you over here, just for sharing purpose. I could be wrong also. The current position that I have, you can see that no more TLT. I already exited my TLT. I'm still holding natural gas short position. I'm still holding the gold miners. So exited half already. So yeah, so I'm these two positions confirm sure in profit one. Okay, just that whether I can trail down and let the profit ride on or not. So I took a bet on the wood, the timber, right? Timber. I actually mentioned in my previous Facebook Live also, and these are IYR. This is IYR. This is the real estate ETF, or if you want the common one, it's XLRE lah. Okay, so almost the same. All right, because IYR has more history, so I can take a look at the seasonals. So yeah, so let me share with you the IYR over here. Can you see over here where did I put? Oh, I didn't put over here. Sorry. Yeah, I mislooked. Okay, so can you see that I actually take a look at, I mentioned about wood, timber ETF lah. Okay, so for the 3rd of December, actually not, Facebook Live, right? Yeah, third. Okay, so for IYR, that is the real estate sector ETF. 3rd December to 30th December, that's basically 1 month. All right, for the past 13 years. Okay, 12 years is positive. So basically it's 92%. Okay, so yesterday I actually went long on IYR, the real estate ETF. So it was still holding quite well. Can you see that it is, even though it dropped a bit, but it is still quite resilient, and it's still holding above the cloud. And yesterday actually holding above the pivot point over here. Of course, today market is down. It goes down as well. Okay, so yeah, I just set my stop somewhere around here only. Yeah, tight stop, hit it, I will exit. Okay, I could be wrong. And I also mentioned about the wood previously. Oops, not this one. This is the wood ETF, timber ETF. I mentioned before. Okay, so this is the trend line that naked chart first. Okay, I was too messy. This was the trend line that I have drawn. Okay, so I was waiting, preparing to go long over here. Ping pong, didn't break out, came back down. Yesterday broke above. I actually went long also. Okay, so for timber ETF wood, right? Actually, if you look at the seasonals, okay, wood over here. It is, you can drag the longest. Okay, so you can see that December tends to be a good month for the timber, for the wood industry. So yeah, that's the reason why I went long. All right, so I basically don't have individual stock right now at the moment. All right, I only hold the ETF, and the really kind of stocks I'm holding are the real estate stocks lah. Else I am not into individual stocks right now. Okay, yeah, I do have a position previously. I mentioned, I didn't mention, but I can share with you. I actually entered into 10 previously, solar, which I thought you will hold, right? So I have losing position also. So yeah, I'm totally transparent with you. Okay, so I thought, ping pong at the support here, it could hold up, but it didn't. Price went down, so I cut loss on the solar ETF. So again, just to let you know, Alex cannot be always right one. I'll be wrong. So some position I'm wrong, I just cut lah. So yeah, so the only one that I lose is the 10 ETF. I think I entered into one or 2 days only. 1-2 days, and then price just came down. Too bad lah. Then I just exited lah. Yeah. Okay. Let me see some question over here. Vin is asking, are there any seasonal indicator on trading views similar to TOS? Seasonals, right? You can use stock chart, lor. Seasons, you can use stock chart. Vin, stock chart. All right. Stock chart, it won't tell you the exact date lah. Okay, I know the exact date because I have some data. All right, so you can use stock chart. As I mentioned already, type in your ticker if you want to know. For example, let's say whatever it is. Okay, so December tend to be a pretty good month also. All right, so that's why I enter into IYR. Okay, so you can use stock chart to do that. How do you add the cloud? So Siddhanto, all right, are you new to MarketWise Asia? Very simple, right? How do I add the cloud? And I'll post the link over here in the comments, YouTube tutorial. You can just go ahead and read through how I install the cloud, the CPR, and the people points. Okay. James is asking, right, why and when do you use daily versus 2-day time frame? Okay, so okay. So James, right, your question, right, basically is to give me another perspective. I cannot think of a very good example right now. So okay, maybe I use Baba. I forget already. Okay. Okay, so I use Baba for example, right? Okay, can. See, so for Baba, right, generally, I don't know how many of you are holding Baba stocks. Okay, I think can be quite painful if you try to buy the dip. Okay, buy the fucking dip. Keep buying, then it just keep going lower and lower. So for Baba, okay, Baba is a good example. Okay, so from the high to the low, all right, it generally it trends down, right? It trends down, right? But if you use the daily time frame, sometimes it can give you some false signal as well. So can you see over here, price breakdown, of course, time to short, and then price broke out, and then you might be thinking, if you just look at the daily time frame, you might be thinking, hey, Baba actually broke above the cloud, time to go long. But before you knew it, it was a fake move, right? Price go down again. All right, so continue the downward trend, and then once again, all right, in July this year, price actually broke above the cloud over here, above the CPR. Then you might be thinking, hey, seems like this is the end for Baba already. This is the low already. I'm going in. I want to go long. Then before you know it, price just reverse back down again. All right. And then recently for Alibaba, right? So price actually broke above the CPR, holding well above the CPR. At that point in time, I was thinking, wait, hey, there's a chance that Baba can break above the cloud, and maybe the Chinese company might be heading back up again. Okay, so but subsequently after the earnings, right, negative earnings, okay, price head back down again. Okay, so for in these instances, right, there are a few false signal, one false signal, two false signal, not really three lah, but overall partial, because you might be thinking it's going to break above the cloud already. So if you use a 2-day time frame, it can give you a much better perspective. So this is a 2-day time frame. This is a 2-day time frame. Okay, 2-day time frame. Can you see it never once broke above the cloud? It was always below the cloud. So it gives you another perspective. Okay, so I hope that answer your question. All right. Karen, where to get seasonality for forex pair? So for the stock chart, you also can use the forex pair. So let's say, for example, Euro USD. All right, can you see over here? Euro USD, there is also seasonal. Okay. Yeah, Euro USD, you also can get the seasonal. So for the stockcharts.com, right, you need to put the dollar sign first. So maybe you want to see what is the Canadian dollar seasonality, USD CAD lah. Then you find USD CAD. Okay, then you go. Then you know the seasonality for the forex pair. All right. Again, I just need to reiterate. Seasonals is not the holy grail, so don't expect that it always work all the time. So you still have to follow the price action. All right. Gary, yes, more confirmation. In fact, Gary mentioned to me about 2-day time frame also, so I have to thank him also. Previously, I was also looking at 2-day time frame, but he kind of refreshed my memory again to look into the 2-day time frame. So I must thank Gary also. Yeah. Gary, a long time never see you on my Facebook Live already. All right. So Adrian is asking how to set the 2-day time frame. For the 2-day time frame, right? Adrian, you need to be a premium member of TradingView. Then you can set a 2-day time frame. If you are a free user, you cannot set 2-day time frame. So if you are a paid user, you will see the 2-day over here lah. All right, you will see that one. So you need to be a paid user of TradingView. Waisun is asking, can take a look at Facebook and SE. SE, I saw before. Okay, very simple. Waisun, you have been on my Facebook Live for a while already. You should know how I view the trend really, right? Facebook, Meta platform. Okay, so this is the daily time frame for Facebook. Up or down? Up or down? So I take a break, okay? For those who are with me, based on cloud and CPR, is Facebook up or down? Can you let me know answer or not? Is Facebook up or down? So do interact with me. I think just now was 300 plus people now. I think it's late already. So left 255. Still a lot of people. Can you give me some like and share if you think that I'm providing value to you guys? Okay. Also engage with me to tell Facebook that you want to see more of MarketWise Asia content in the future. Okay. So just give me a like and share. It doesn't cost you money. Just give me a like. Okay. Yeah, I will appreciate that very much. Okay. So down, right? Yes, it is down. It is down. So when Facebook broke below the cloud, right, you should be kind of wary already. Okay. So right now it is resisted by the central pivot range again. So okay, if you are unsure whether this is really a down, okay, you can take a look at also this is a 2-day time frame. Sorry, this is a 2-day time frame. Also confused. This is a 2-day time frame. Right now, you are seeing it's a 2-day time frame. You go to the daily time frame. This is a daily time frame for Meta platform. Okay. Here is the start of the downward trend already. Right? Price rebounded up a bit, resisted by the cloud, and then resumed the downward trend. So first of all, it is down. So if you're unsure whether this is really a downward move, you want more confirmation, like what Gary said. For me, I want to see a different perspective. Okay, for a different perspective or more confirmation, okay, can be used interchangeably. Right? You can take a look at the 2-day time frame. Right? today, the 2-day also shows a down, right? So Facebook, it is on a downtrend based on the daily and the 2-day time frame. All right. So for C Limited, okay, back to the day time frame over here. All right, when price broke below the cloud over here, all right, this signal a downtrend really. You should be careful really. So if you're holding any swing position or any position trade meaning holding for a few months, that kind of, you also need to be careful really. I think quite a number of you here, some of you are Collins SMT grads, right? Most likely the TGPS here will also show you a red candle really. So you should be exiting really, okay? All right, if you are unsure, okay, zoom out, step back, take a look at the 2-day time frame. All right, is it right now for C, is it up or down? Okay, I don't want to waste your time. You can see that, it is also a down right now. So you guys have to be careful. So, if you ask me why is it down, okay, why Facebook down? Well, Facebook, earnings is still okay, everything is still okay, whatever kind of FA data it is down. I don't care. I don't care whether the FA is good or not. Price tells me that it is down, means it is down. So yeah, so see, it has been a wonderful, solid move up from the low here to the up here, more than 500% gain. Okay, yeah, it was a wonderful upward move. So yeah, the market always go from uptrend to downtrend, uptrend to downtrend. So it is just down. I mean, I don't care why, it is just down. So it is down. People are profit taking, whatever you call it, reason it is just down. Okay. So I think for let me go through the Telegram chat again. So same, I'm going to go through the photo over here. I also mentioned in the Telegram channel over here. Okay. Oops. All right. So at that point in time, I go to message. All right. So this was the one that I mentioned, right? Oil price could hit an off the chart spike. Okay. Say strategy. This is a formal kind of headline already. What they say that oil price is going to hit off the chart. It's going to go really higher and higher. And this was in early October 5th. Okay. So I mentioned with this kind of formal headline, oil price should be peaking and right for reversal soon. So don't chase the energy stocks. Don't see. Let's see how it pans out in the coming weeks. All right. So you don't ask me why oil is down, why energy is down, that kind of. So there's always uptrend, downtrend. So if you take a look at crude oil, of course today is up because it has been down for quite some days, for many days really. Okay. So naked chart. Okay. So let you guys see first. So in early October, it is somewhere around here. Alternate V. This was the day where the CNBC news came out. They say off the chart spike. Okay, so they think that you go to 120, that kind of, okay. But within how many? Within just 2 weeks or so, oil actually is stoppish already. Okay, and then price just continue to go down all the way. So never ever follow the news. They are not meant to help you make money one. Okay, if you follow the news, if you read something on the news, by the time you read it, you are often too late already. So don't read the news. Follow the price. Let the price tells you where it is going to go. Okay, let's say if you never read the news, okay, if you just follow the price chart with the cloud and the CPR, you should also know that right now, okay, it is not looking good. Okay, price actually, below the cloud right now, below the CPR, which means that price is downtrend and the CPR will be acting as a resistance. Again, So let's say, you know, whether you want to confirm whether this is really a downtrend. Sorry, this is again, sorry, this is again, this is a 2-day time frame. Forget to change back again. This is a 2-day time frame. Okay, so go back to the daily time frame. All right, so you can see over here, price actually broke below the cloud. You should be careful that no price for oil, it has changed from uptrend to a downtrend already. All right, so from here, right, okay, there's some, you know, a zigzag move over here, okay, messy, range bound, that kind. So you can use a 2-day time frame. Okay, I give you something that's clearer to see. So right now from here to here, you might thinking, is it really a downtrend? Okay, so you can actually use a 2-day time frame to help you confirm. So 2-day, all right. Can you see over here? This is the daily time frame. Even though it shows downtrend below the cloud, but the 2-day show a different story. It's the same circle. Can you see it's the same circle? So it's the same circle over here, same circle, downtrend here, but 2-day, it is showing an uptrend. Why is it uptrend? It is still uptrend. It is not yet a downtrend. So it's hovering at the cloud support over here. So actually at that point in time, this was actually a good price to go long when people are fearful of the oil downtrend. Okay, I think I'm fearful of the oil downward move. And of course, on hindsight, this was a complex pullback. Okay, it's a complex pullback. A, B, C. Okay, A, B, C, D move. Okay, normally a complex pullback on uptrend, you resume the uptrend again. So right now for the oil, it is below the cloud. So you need to be careful on oil already. All right, you need to be careful on oil already. So don't be so bullish on the oil right now. All right, so yeah. Let me see the question. Okay, Yen Tan is asking, right, why is there a green and the red cloud? This is just based on the formula for the Ichimoku cloud. So for me, it doesn't matter. Oops. Hold on. So for me, it doesn't matter the red or the green cloud. Doesn't matter. So don't read too much in that. To me, not important. At least based on my understanding, okay, as my observation, doesn't matter. Just look for price that's above or below the cloud. That's it. Okay. So James is asking, can I say that the 2-day time frame can be used to detect false breakout? Yes, you could say that. Used to detect a false break on the cloud on the daily time frame. So to give you a different perspective. Okay. Ian is asking, how about weekly time frame? Yes, weekly time frame, of course, is really, you know, a much longer time frame. So for Facebook, I back to Facebook again. All right. If you look at a really longer time frame, weekly chart, Facebook, it is still generally on an uptrend, but you know there could be some more downside. Like, be careful over here, okay. So this is really to give you different perspective in the daily, 2-day, weekly, or monthly time frame. Okay, multiple time frame analysis. I think it is quite discretionary. So you need to really know, have your experience to see how to read the chart. Okay, so for me, like I use the cloud to give me the perspective. All right. Yang Li say TGPS already read on 16 November. For which counter? Yang Li. Anyway, just to share with you guys, for those who are with Colin TGPS, normally if I observe, when price break below the CPR, okay, generally the TGPS will also turn red one. So for me, I use my CPR or I use TGPS. I roughly know that. So when price break below the CPR, very soon or earlier around there, the TGPS will turn red also, the candle one. So about that one. Yeah, I observed that for very long already. Okay. Derek is asking, bought crop strike at 203 today when the price was dropping shortly after the market continued drop. Is there any way to detect that the stock price will drop further during the day? Bought because we found U-turn next day and crop usually follow. Your main question is asking, right? Is there any way to detect that the price will fall further during the day, intraday, is it? Intraday, CrowdStrike. I don't really trade intraday lah, but for me, CrowdStrike wise, I won't enter lah, because Darius, you should know my style. Below the cloud, I'll be very ready. So a lot of these tech stocks they pump up a lot already. So especially those with no earnings one, they are pretty vulnerable. So for 2 day, okay, so can you see CrowdStrike, it is also a very good example here. Okay, so for CrowdStrike, CrowdStrike, on the daily time frame, can you see, let's circle somewhere around here. Okay, this area here was below the cloud, ping pong, below the cloud. Is it really on a downtrend already? Okay, so you can use the 2 day time frame to give you another perspective. All right, can you see? It is still holding well on the 2 day time frame. So actually, this was a good time to buy, supported by the cloud, okay? But right now for CrowdStrike, right, it is not looking good for CrowdStrike. So actually, a lot of stocks are like the breadth indicator that I mentioned, like the breadth, okay? A lot of stocks are below their 50-day moving average and such. So it was really oversold right now. So for CrowdStrike, this tech company, it is also below the 2 days. So there could be further downside. This is just my view. Okay. Gary say using 2 day, you must wait for the second candle to close. Yeah, so 2 day. I meaning for the 2 day time frame to form. Okay, so for me, 2 day, you must use 2 day lah. So for 2 day time frame, you must wait for the next candle 2 day to actually finish the candle lah. So 1 day time frame, you must wait for the next day to finish, right? So 2 days is the same. So every 2 day the candle will form. All right. So I think that's what you're trying to say, is it? Okay. And Brand is asking Disney, is there any indication that you'll go down further? Disney, by right, the seasonals is good one, but this time around it is not good, right? Again, this is a 2 day time frame. Let's go back to daily. Okay, so price ping pong over here and go down. So Disney, for me, I won't try to catch the low Brand, because I am a trader. I am not a buy and hold investor. I'm not FA investor. So I don't buy the dip. I only buy the dip. Okay, buy the fucking dip. Okay, the crypto language. Okay, B T F D. Buy the fucking dip when it is on a uptrend. Okay, I don't buy a fucking dip when it is on a downtrend. Okay, so I won't buy. So yeah, downtrend wise, I won't touch it on. So could this be a bottom? Yes, of course it could. So after that, it could just rally, but I won't touch it. So there are many other stronger stocks that you can look out for. Like for example, compare Disney to the one that like the real estate sector, IYR. Right, definitely. This is much stronger than Disney lah. You get what I'm trying to say? So for Disney wise, if you go to the 2 day time frame, it is also below the cloud already. So I won't try to catch the low. Okay. And index ETF. Okay, VT. Okay, let me see. Okay, Ian Tan. Okay, how about index ETF? VT is a world stock index. So basically, the whole world, the kind of ETF comprises of many different country indices. All right, so it is still generally on a uptrend. I mean, that can buy definitely ETF VT. It is safe to buy, but it is whether you want to buy right now or not. So right now, on the daily time frame, can you see that ping pong. It is whether it's really up or down. You can go to the 2 day time frame. So it is right now barely hanging there, barely at the support area. It could be a good support. Okay, we don't know. So if you really want to take a bet, you could lah. So you can wait for a trigger to enter the VT. What is VUAA? I don't know. I never come across VUAA. VUAA, I'm not too sure what is this. Okay, so anyway, VUAA is very nice uptrend. Okay, VUAA. Okay, it is pretty nice. Okay, all this I think ETF generally Vanguard one should be quite safe lah. All right. Edric, you want to show the cloud, right? So let me share with you the link in the comments. Give me a moment. The YouTube tutorial, it is over here. Okay, so I posted a link already. Adrian, how about Unity? Unity, I think it was down also, right, Unity. Daily time frame. Okay, all right. So this kind of move, substantial move, not unusual that you have a pullback over here. Adrian, I don't know where was your entry. What was your entry price? Okay. If you enter somewhere around here, okay, then I think you could decide whether to hold or not lah. But right now it is at a cloud support, also at the S1 level. Okay, we are oversold at a level. Price could rebound anytime, but it really depends on your entry. Okay, pricing entry. I don't know where to enter, so it's very hard for me to tell. There's asking, I don't know you don't. I know you don't do news analysis, but since this downtrend is primarily Omicron cause, do you consider the news surrounding this time to see the stock? Okay, Darius, I just want to share with you my perspective. I could be wrong. This downtrend move is not caused by Omicron. It just happened that the Omicron is the catalyst for this pullback to happen. Okay, previously I already mentioned that the S&P, all right, it is a bit toppish already. Okay, it's a bit toppish already. Okay, just happened that the Omicron just comes so nicely that the media use that as the narrative, as the reason why, because the stock index is coming down. They say, because Omicron is here. Okay, Omicron will cause more death lah, more pandemic to continue worsen then the stock market, that's why the stock market sell off. But I don't think that is really the reason. Previously, it was already a bit shaky already. Okay, I think the market is just trying to find a reason to come down, and happen that Omicron is there lah. So it's like a scapegoat using Omicron to give the narrative. All right, so this is just my personal view. Okay, and Adamame, okay, is it the first time you're joining me? Okay, so right now it's a bit nearly 1 o'clock already. Is it okay if I just go on maybe another 15 minutes more? If okay for you guys, right? Type yes in the comments. Okay, if you are really think that it's late, it's okay. You can just leave the Facebook Live. All right, you can watch the record. Okay, so this I don't know what stock is this. SIMO, yeah, some more. Silicon Motion. Silicon Motion. Price action is a bit choppy lah. Okay, it's a bit choppy, but generally, Silicon Motion, it is still on a uptrend. It is still on uptrend. So if you look at again, if you think that choppy, whether it's still on uptrend or not, you can zoom out, go to 2-day time frame. Okay, you can see that relatively it is still generally on an uptrend, right? It was never really below the cloud. So some more, I call it some more. CMO, it is still on an uptrend. I think okay, all right. And actually, CMO is strong. When it is down, when the whole market is down today, it is actually positive. So this is actually a strong stock. CMO is actually a strong stock. Yeah. Okay. relatively stronger stock. MH is asking if 1 day is below the cloud while 2 day is still within or slightly above cloud. Okay, MH, I will still take the 2 day. I will take the 2 day and still let me tell you that it is still above the cloud, still on an uptrend. If there is a trigger, right, I would want to enter into the stock based on the daily time frame. Basically, okay, the 1 day or the 2 day time frame, the objective is very simple. Is to tell me whether it is still on an uptrend or on a downtrend. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. And Mita. I mentioned before in my live. Okay, this you could take a look at the Meta ETF, but right now cannot. Right now it is all basically because the Meta, a lot of the component of Meta, right? A lot of these are the famous stocks, big cap stocks. So right now the market is down, all will come down one. Okay, so cannot. So right now, it is still above the cloud, but not the right timing. If you really want to enter, right, you at least wait for a trigger. Like maybe there's a wash and rinse, there's a rebound back above the S1 level, that kind of. So right now, no trigger. So I wouldn't enter. Yeah. So this is a pretty impulse move, so you need to be careful. This is an impulse move. Okay. So there could be more selling. Okay. Sorry, I think cannot write. Never mind, doesn't matter. So you should not impulse move. All right. Let me see. Nvidia a bit hard to determine. Nvidia, it is still on uptrend. It is on uptrend. Just that Nvidia, it is a bit parabolic already, so you need to be careful also for Nvidia. Okay. Okay, Nvidia. All right. So I want to share with you for this parabolic stock one. I mentioned before in my Facebook Live also. A good example is Moderna. Okay, so parabolic up, price could. It doesn't mean that price need to go down immediately like that. Price can do ping pong like this and then come down. So this is exactly the same as natural gas. You can see the similarity or not? Natural gas, also parabolic up, ping pong, and then come back down. So for Nvidia, all right, it could be like this. So previously it was steady uptrend, then boom, and go up like that. Okay, I zoom up, I zoom in, so it become a bit parabolic. So it doesn't mean that price will go down immediately like that. Okay, price could try to lure more people in. All right, retail investor thinking that retail trade, wow, pull back now, it's cheap. I ate more because of the global chip shortage lah. Semicon is still doing well lah. Then you just add in more into our metaverse is going to help Nvidia. Then you just enter. So it could do ping pong like this and then come back down. This is what I envision on Nvidia. So we'll see about that. So for me, this kind of parabolic move, I won't enter really. I think I also mentioned in my Facebook Live, when there is a parabolic move, okay, do not buy the pullback. Okay, do not buy the pullback. Okay, do not buy the pullback. So no matter how you think attractive Nvidia is, I won't buy the pullback lah. Okay, I give you two examples already, right? You can see, right? mRNA, I repeat, mRNA, parabolic, okay, pullback, maybe you can make some money lah, okay, but long run wise, I don't think the correction really finish. So yeah, you do like this. UNG, natural gas, I won't buy the pullback also. Can you see? Parabolic combined pullback. So Nvidia, it is the same. Parabolic move, okay, my opinion, don't buy the pullback. Don't buy the pullback. Okay, right? Can? All right. New also cannot lah. EV, this EV, very choppy. 2 day also choppy, and it is in a downtrend. So nothing much to comment. It is down one. So don't try to pick a bottom on Neo. All right. Yan is asking why Grab listed. I don't know lah. I don't know why Grab is listed in a bear market lah. Somehow the timing, maybe the spec is nearing the 2-year mark already. I don't know. But because by right for the spec right, SPAC they need I think only have 2 years to acquire a company. So I don't know whether they are nearing the 2 years. So they have to eventually list Grab sooner or later. Okay, yeah. James is asking, I don't use MA. Yeah, I look at MA, but generally I don't use MA because there are too many things to look at already. And MA, there are many MAs to use. Should I use the 10 MA? Should I use 20? Should I use 50? Okay, for crossover, should I use 20 over 10? Should I use 20, 40 MA crossover? Should I use 50, 100? Should I use 50, 200? So many combinations. So which one to use? So I prefer to use something that's more objective. So I decided to fix on the cloud and the CPR. Okay. Jeffrey is asking, right, can show me how to access the CNN fear and greed. Okay, CNN fear and greed. Just Google CNN fear and greed indicator. Okay, this is the first one. All right. Now again, more fear 19. Okay, so post a link in the comments. All right, so yeah, I think Avery already posted for me already. So I think just a recap over here for the my view over here for the S&P 500. All right, so I know there's some heavy selling over here, but just to so-called calm you down, okay, right now we are still on an uptrend. We are still on a trend, all right? So at least from the S&P 500, we are still on uptrend unless price break below the cloud, then I'll be a bit worried. 2-day time frame wise, we are still above the cloud, okay? So yeah, bearish, but just wait for, I will wait for an entry trigger. Okay, I'm still bullish. Wait first, okay? I know again, as I mentioned just now, the recap, there are some gurus like Mark Minervini, they are pretty bearish. Okay, because I have my own view, all right, I stick to my own view. So I know what I'm trying to do. So I know that for some newbies, right, this can be quite unnerving because you see that those very famous guru, they are all bearish. So should I follow them and just sell off all my position? My answer is like you need to have experience to hold your own conviction and your own views. For me, like I am not really won't be swayed by all the gurus. Okay, it will take time and experience to have this kind of strong psychology. Okay, so if you are really new, right, you tend to get affected by all the gurus. Some gurus are very bearish, and then you scared, then you sell everything. So yeah, I know it's hard, but try not to get affected by all these guru. My view for me, I can share with you, I'm still bullish. I'm not sure whether I'm like only the few ones that are still bullish, but I am still bullish unless price tells me so. So even for Dow Jones, even though it break below the cloud, all right, daily time frame, okay, 2-day is still break, okay, but still holding on to it, okay. So I really want to see that the S&P 500 break below the 2-day time frame cloud, then I will deem it as a bear market lah. Okay, even for daytime frame, it has still not broken below the cloud. All right, so yeah, this is my personal view. Okay, and let me see, and okay, still not yet to go off yet. Okay, just want to let you know that since right now market is volatile, okay, why not use somebody else's market to trade the index and give you a try. You think that the market is continuing to sell off, you can short the market index S&P 500, or if you think that it's a good time to buy now, you can use the Tickmill. They have this $30 welcome account for you guys. All right, free of charge, and you guys can just no need to deposit any funds, no need to raise any money. You can they give it for you free. Just try the account. There's nothing to pay, right? The profits that you earn can be withdrawn. So let me share with you the link over here. The welcome account. And ebooks wise, I also post a link over here. You can just download the ebook. Oops, sorry about that. Just give me a moment. Okay, so it's over here. And if you are ready to go ahead and for the promotion, right? Okay, just head over to the create account and just create a live account. If you want to refer to this page over here, right? So just head over to this Tickmill promo over here. Okay. All right. So yeah. And what do I want to share? Okay. I want to ask a question. Okay, before you guys go off, right? How many of you here, okay, are actually complete newbie in options, but you want to learn options one? Because some of you, I know that recently for those who are inside our newsletter, you should receive email from us, or you are inside the Telegram, you should receive that we have some collaboration with NASDAQ, where we talk about options education, we share how to trade options and such. So just a quick show of hand, how many of you here, complete newbie, don't know what is a call and put, okay? Don't know what is option, don't know what is the difference between buying and selling options, totally don't know, nothing. Type me in the comments, okay? Type me in the comments. Absolutely nothing, okay? You don't know what is a call and put. You don't know what is the difference between buying and selling options. You don't know why you need to use options to enter into a trade, that kind. Totally newbie. Type me in the comments, okay? Well, sure or not? So many of you are okay. Then that is good, actually. Okay, then that is good. So, because we partner with NASDAQ. NASDAQ, actually asked us to do some basic, I wouldn't say basic lah, core concepts on options. Yeah, the basic concept on options, so that you need to understand this concept before you can really move on further. If you don't know the concept, you really cannot move on further, right? To all this vertical trade lah, iron condor lah, butterfly trade, like all this, you need really the basic, right? So actually, we are coming out very soon. Actually, I really prepared the content already. Because just to share with you guys, let me share with you here. Okay. Can see, right? So let me try to zoom in. All right, so it's already uploaded on Facebook, but not live yet. Not live yet, because need to wait for NASDAQ to approve. So I will share with you. Okay, so what is an option? Okay, understanding call and put options, the difference between buy and selling options, and also understanding the difference between stock trading and options trading. So I think it will be helpful for you guys who are complete newbie to set the foundation right, to understand the concept first before moving further to deeper concepts. Okay, so I think that'll be useful. So watch out for it. When the time is right, we'll send out this tutorial or the videos to you guys. Okay, so I think I really think it'll be helpful lah. So it takes me a lot of effort by the way to create a 6 minutes video, 10 minutes video, because I really need to, and I do it in one shot. So I need to prepare the script, how to, to have the all on my Facebook Live. Okay, for those who know me, you should know that I'm not the most eloquent, but to create this video, I need to put in a lot of effort to do this video. Ken, all right. So yeah, yes. So just wait for the video to send to you guys. So do subscribe to MarketWise Asia Telegram channel. I'll post the link in the comments. So when it is okay to distribute out, I will send you guys the notification. So I posted the link in the comments already. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So last words. Do register, as in do sign up for at least try out for this $30 welcome account. Try out risk free, nothing to risk, or try the ebooks. Okay, and also subscribe to our Telegram channel. I post. Let me put the link over here. All right. So I think that's about time out. More than 1 hour, 30 minutes already. So I think that's about all. So 4th of December, I hope you guys are going to have a good weekend ahead. So thank you so much for staying back with me until 1:10 a.m. So I wish you guys had a good weekend ahead. So thank you so much. See you guys again very soon. Bye bye. Or Susan, you can watch the video on MarketWise Asia Facebook page. All the recordings will be there. So like and subscribe to MarketWise Asia Facebook page. Okay, so thank you so much. See you guys again. Bye bye.